Welcome to the Crypto Hustle 101 channel. My goal with this channel is to provide high quality crypto trading and investing content to the viewers who are just getting started, as well as the more experienced traders. So in this video and others moving forward, I'm going to go over the basics of a topic and get more detail as we progress. Today I want to focus on the importance of location and why it's the number one thing I take into consideration before entering a position. Now everybody understands the basis of making money with investing. You want to buy the lows down here and you want to sell it highs up here. The media is going to convince you to buy highs up here and to sell it lows down here. Once an asset starts to trend up, all you're going to hear everywhere you turn is about how you're missing out. You hurry up now, get in before it's too late. You're going to miss your chance to be a millionaire. And once it starts trending down, everybody tells you, hurry up and get out, sell it all. We're all going to zero. We've seen this happen over and over again with assets like AMC, GameStop, and Dogecoin. This is how to create that FOMO, that fear of missing out. This is what conditions you to make poor decisions and do the opposite of what you know does work when trying to make money from investing. And I learned that lesson from experience, the hard way. I got into crypto in 2017, and this bull run right here. I wanted to get in here, but the demand was so crazy that Coinbase didn't approve my account till a few weeks later over here. So I got all my Bitcoins and the cryptos that they told me were going to go to 100x right here. And I sat there and watched it go up. I'm a genius. Then come down, maybe not. Up, I must be a genius. Look how much money I made. Then I watched it come down again. And they told me what? Buy the dip. All right, I did. Buy the dip. I did. Went up. Might want to learn something, but we'll hold on for right now. It's working, I guess. Yep, dip. They told me to buy the dip here, and I said I'm not going to buy the dip. I watched it go up, and then it came back down, and it was right in this area right here where I realized that I officially played myself. And that's when I decided to get serious about learning how to trade. I stopped basing my investment decisions on news articles and price prediction videos on YouTube. I started using fundamental analysis and technical analysis to determine what to buy, when to buy, and when to sell for myself. One of the first things I learned to use that kept me from playing myself again was the Fibonacci Retracement tool, and I used that to decide when to enter a position. And the Fibonacci Retracement tool is found over here on the left in the menu. You click right here. And you'll see, if it's not already highlighted, you click this Fib Retracement tool. This is how you use it. You click at the top, come all the way down to the bottom. Bam. Now what you want to have is since you're doing the long, you want to have the 0 up here and the 1 down here. So let's go ahead and reverse that in the settings menu. Reverse. Okay. All right. Now, what I've found is that in between here and here, once the reverse is down, it likes to come down in this area, and this is a good place for you to look for a reversal back to the upside. So I'll go over here, make a nice green box. All right. Make it green, like so. Also, if we go into the settings for this, another level to look for is the 0.886. 0.886. Hit OK. And all you need to have is the high point and the range of the low point where it came from. And in between here, anywhere in here is a good place to buy if you can find reasons to buy. Also, if it goes through this green box, it likes to reverse on the 0.886. Let's see what I mean. Okay, so we can extend this out a little further. Price came down, came down, came down, and stopped here. Started showing signs of life before going back up. By the way, let's go ahead and show you where we're at right now. Right now, we're over here. We're over here, but let's just go backwards in time and see how this method works. All right, so we got here, and like I told you, the 0.886 stops right there. Now, you're thinking maybe this is a one-time thing, but as we go forward, you'll see this happens all the time. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. People will say, hey, it's not going to come back down. It's going to go on forever. It starts going back down. And when it wants to reverse, it'll either reverse inside of this box somewhere, or it'll come down, check this line, and then start trying to find the strength to go back up. And also what you can do is draw it the other way from the very top down to here, and I'll tell you where to get out. All right, like so. Draw this down to the bottom. Like I said, this is backwards. Since we're going the opposite way, we want the 0 down here and the 1 up here. So I'll go back into my settings, reverse it back, and the exact same zone going up, the exact same zone going down. So in here is where we're going to look for price to possibly reverse back down. And so we don't get confused, let's change that to wrong button. Let's change that from green to red. Red. All right, let's go back and hide that. All right, see, came down, reversed off here, going all the way up. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Not really. Just like I see this be a place where it reverses back up, before it goes to the moon, it likes to come here and check this and then decide, all right, maybe I want to come back down and double check down in this green zone again. And this happens over and over again. And then, as you can see, if you know anything about technical analysis, you'll notice that there's an inverted head and shoulders over here. Where's my drawing tool? Brush. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Boom. That's what you call inverted head and shoulders. This is a bullish market structure that tends to resolve in the positive. All right. And that confirms once it breaks the neckline over here. Oops. Wrong one. Hit the brush again. Once you break this neckline, that's it. Went up through there, came back down, checked it before going up to see the bull run that we're in right now. Now, of course, there are other things to look at, but what I was trying to figure out is to make sure ways that I would not play myself again, and making sure that I don't care what anybody says. I'm not buying any asset when it's way up here. I look for it somewhere inside of this green zone or below it. It doesn't just work with Bitcoin, it works with every asset. Luna, same exact deal. Looks kind of similar if you look at it. We got the hype, everybody telling you, oh man, it's never coming down. We'll never see these prices again. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Oh man, it's over. And then months where no one talks about it. And as no one talks about it, it's steady figuring out what I want to do. But I don't have to guess. I learned how to not play myself. And I just draw it like this. Let's go ahead and reverse that. Okay. Where are we at? Draw my reload box. Make it green. instead of buying here, I'm looking for reasons to buy in this box. Anywhere in this box, and there's a good chance I'm not going to play myself. So as you can see, this is where we're at in the cycle again. And if you look on YouTube right now, you're going to see a ton of price prediction videos telling you Terra, Luna, whatever you want to call it, is the future. It's going to replace Bitcoin. It's going to replace Ethereum. It's going to do all these crazy things. And they're going to tell you, hey, get in now before the ship sails. Don't believe the hype. Don't play yourself like I did. Also, for those of you who are newer, I realize I may be going kind of fast. Those of you who are just started getting into crypto and trading. But don't worry, I'll have future videos going over my process and every technique I go over today in greater detail. So with that being said, let's move on. All right. All right. Let me get rid of some of this stuff because I already pre-did it. So we don't waste a lot of time. I don't want this video to be too long. All right, so let's get rid of some of this stuff. All right, if we look at the big picture, let's just look at the big picture of this. And then we go back and we look at BTC. We're more likely in this area, like over here, before the big jump. And Luna, we're not here. We're not here. We're in this area. And this is the area I started to look for reasons to get long. And let's go over my process of that. All right, so like we've done before, I've already drawn it out. I already drew it out because I'm already in this actual trade. I drew my fibs, looked in the green zone, and what do you know? Where to reverse at? 0.886, just like before. So once I got down in here and I saw it starting to reverse, I started to look for reasons. For me, I don't like to trade off of one indicator or just one signal. I look for at least 3 unrelated reasons before I look to get into a position. With this one, we're already in a good location. We're below the green zone, so that's one good reason. All right, so let's zoom in. All right, now you see this trend line right here. I drew that because these other indicators that you can put in TradingView, like I already have it in here. That's the MACD. So what I saw was divergence, bullish divergence to be exact. All right, see here where price starts to go lower, but in the MACD you have higher lows here, and up here you have lower lows. And since that's reversed, that makes this go to the upside in most cases, like it did right here. So that's one reason. We got bullish divergence right there. Now I got location. I'm below the green. I got bullish divergence, which likes to resolve in the positive. Now I just need one more before I think it's okay for me to enter a position. And just like over here in Bitcoin, go back over here. What do we see? Another inverse head and shoulders. I think I already have it drawn. Let's see. Yeah, let's draw it again anyway. Here we go. Good old brush tool. Excuse me. And again, once it breaks the neckline, right here, I got 3 unrelated reasons to get long or enter a trade position, which I did. And let's see. Another thing, I hate that. Let's not move that. All right, let's zoom out so you can see what I'm talking about here. So anywhere after here, I'm allowed to enter a position. So if I remember correctly, once it confirmed back here, and these are 4-hour candles, I got in somewhere in here. And whenever I get into a position, I like to make sure I at least see a 3-to-1 risk to reward. All I got to do is take this tool, the long position, and then once I click that, that pops up. Okay. Could adjust it like so. Here, up and down. Extend it out. And all you do is wherever you got in, here, and you draw where you expect it to go. And what made me, I'm going over a lot of stuff here, so the GAN 50% rule, which means that whatever asset comes down, when it reverses, it's going to look to go to the 50% of that move, which is about here. So that's one of the levels I like to look for as a place to take profits when I enter a long. And I already have that drawn. So it's the fib tool customized to where you only see the 0, the 100, and the 50. So, excuse me, go up to here, and inside of the risk reward, I got a 3.5 to 1, so I'm good to go with that. Enter the trade, and odds are, I'm not going to play myself this way. It's a long distance from when I was trying to buy stuff when people told me over here. Now I got a better chance of being profitable when I look for reasons, and I got 3 down here. All right. So now I'm in the trade. What do I do now? Wait. And while I'm waiting, let's go ahead and get this. I'll go ahead and I'll draw the place to look for it if it actually goes up to possibly get out. That's like we did everywhere. All right. Fib tool. All right. And since it's in the same place, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Go to our custom template. Bam. All right. This is drawn up, so we got to reverse it. Reverse, close. All right. So all I'm doing is the same thing I did before. Between 0.786 and 0.618, if I get up there, I'm going to look for reasons to get out possibly, unless it's, truly on an uptrend. So make that red like we did before. So now we got the 50% line as a possible point of resistance. We also got here in the short zone as a possible point of resistance. So as you can see, I got in over here, and these are 4-hour bars, so we got a long way to go before we can get up here. So while I have time, I'll just start adding more stuff. I got that line. Another trick I learned was the chaos levels. This is the Feigenbaum chaos levels that I use with the Fibonacci Retracement tools. I put those levels in here, and if you'll notice, well, I've noticed that everywhere these lines are, when I put these levels in, price likes to interact. If we zoom in, price reacts to these lines. Like say it'll come up here, it'll stop and check there, go to here, the next line, check that. But I found that at 16, it likes to reverse back down, and it'll do that over and over again. Like once it came back down to here, I drew another one. And what do you know? Over here, reversed again. On what? The 16. And as it went up, it was respecting each one of these lines in a different way. Like say here, boom, came back down, bust through it, up, came back down, found support, checked it again, up, reverse back down. And where we are, messing with these levels again. All these are just places for me to look for future support and resistance. That's all I'm doing once I'm in a trade. Like, say we're here, I got in here, and I see this. All right, this might be a place I might look to take profits if I got a high enough percentage. And if we look over here, your price tool, I got in here. So once it got to here, I'm at 63% in the green. And I see this, I'm probably going to start looking for other reasons to take profits. That's when I go with another one of my techniques that I've learned. The Gann box. That's the Gann time. Gann box. Now let's get rid of some of this stuff because I know what it looks like, but it might be confusing. So let's take away... kind of confused anyway. So I put these boxes in here, and you can see, if this is not too confusing, that as price goes up and down, it interacts with these lines in different ways, right? And I have them drawn in different directions, like this one right here. Let's take off the Chaos PRZ for now. Take that off. Take the long off. All right. Excuse me. So what I got now, let's even take the green zone off because we understand that for right now. All right. So I got in here, but as you can see, I can use these lines as possible places for support and resistance. As price goes through in discovery, you'll see that it likes to find support and resistance on different points on these lines. Like this curve, for instance. This curve, price as it goes up, keeps on finding resistance here. Resistance, resistance. Then it busts through, comes back down, finds support, goes up to the next line. Resistance, back down, support, and so on and so forth. And I draw it in other ways. I notice this one. All right. Get rid of that one so we're not confused. Comes up here, up, resistance. Comes back down, comes back up, resistance. And if we put back on the first chaos, I got the 16. I got this circle that price has already respected once, comes back up, it may respect it again. And if I put the other one on, see what that says. I got more lines. All these lines price seems to respect, and these are reasons for me to get out. So since I was already at 63% profit, I said I might as well take half out, see what happens. Now I still got a target up here, so I don't want to get all the way out. So let's take some of these away because this is getting real confusing really fast. All right. And where's my long at so we don't get lost? All right. So I still got my price target at the 50% line, right? I also have this as a price target. Now I took profits here and it came back down. Now I'm already in the green, so I don't feel bad about what happens. I'm just looking, hey, do I want to add to the position? Do I want to leave it alone and see what happens? So down here, start looking for other reasons. I think there was probably, yep, sure was. Where'd it go? There it goes. As you can see, price is going down, but the MACD is making higher lows. What usually happens after that is a shot to the upside. Start pumping up. That's another bullish divergence. I'm already in the green, so the 50% I took out, I may put some back, may put more in. It all depends on how I want to manage the trade. All I'm doing is showing you different ways that I manage my trades once I get in to make sure that I make money and don't lose money. And it's up to you to figure out what works for you and different methods that you use to determine what to get in and get out with. I just don't think that the best way to do that is to let someone else tell you. All right. So that being said, let's close this, close this. So I did add more in here because I saw a point of reversal. It did reverse. And now we're over here. And now all I'm doing is waiting for my price objective to be hit. I'm already in the green. My sanity is intact. I'm not pulling my hair out wondering, hey, is it going to go to the moon? I don't care if it goes to the moon. I know where I'm going to get in and out and take profits, or where if it gets down to here, I'm going to get out. So for me, that's a better way of going. I'm able to find what to buy, when to buy, and when to sell, and I do it all for myself. And I think that's what everybody who's serious about getting into trading should learn how to do. You need to know what you're going to buy, when you're going to buy it, and when you're going to sell. And you don't want to rely on anybody else to tell you that. Okay, so to review where we are now, I'm in the trade, and all I'm doing is managing it. And I do that with all the different places of future support and resistance that I have and the techniques that I've learned. So let's go ahead and put this back on for myself so I don't get lost. I think this one and this one. Okay, so right now, this is where we are. You can see inside of this GAN box, every time price interacts over here with this curved line, price is going to respect it. It may get reversed and find resistance there. It's down here, so when I get up in this area, I'm going to start to see where I'm at in the trade. How profitable am I? Am I at 100%? Do I want to get out all the way or just leave a little bit in? And I'll just continue to manage the trade like that. So, all right, I think I'm going to end this video here. This is my first video. Thanks for sticking with me through the whole thing. In the future, I'll be going over every technique I talked about today in greater detail. Hopefully this is helpful. And if you have any comments, like maybe I talk too fast, I talk too slow, things you like, things you didn't like, go ahead and leave them down the bottom. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for visiting Crypto Hustle 101.